Super Mario Party Jamboree is starting off with 21 characters as seen in the trailer. However, since this is going to be the biggest Mario Party game ever, I decided to add 19 new characters, which brings the total up to 40. Will this actually happen? Probably not, but I know for a fact that there are hidden characters in this game because having only 21 at launch is an odd number and it kinda makes no sense. So let's jump into it. So starting off with characters 22 to 27, they will all be returning characters because I feel like if Nintendo were to add new characters in this game, it would first be the characters that are missing from the past games. So those are being Diddy Kong, Hammer Bro, Dry Bones, Pom Pom, Blooper, and lastly, Magic Koopa. Now, yes, I know Kamek is a host in this game, which means that Magic Koopa is probably not going to be playable. However, technically speaking, Magic Koopa and Kamek are different characters, and we did see Magic Koopa playable in Mario Party 9. And also Bowser is a playable character in this game, despite there being an NPC Bowser, so I can't see why Magic Koopa can't be playable even though Kamek's a host, because they're both different characters. If you want to see me talk about these characters in more depth, I made a whole video about missing characters in Super Mario Party Jamboree, so I suggest that you go check that out. Now, with the new characters in the series, number 28 we have is Pauline. Pauline is a very interesting character since she was the first ever Mario female character ever. However, she was locked away for a while and she was reintroduced in newer games, which is why I feel like she's the newest relevant character in the Mario series, and it's surprising that she's not seen in Mario Party Jamboree. I mean, overall, I feel like she represents this new era of Nintendo, and moving to the Switch 2, she should definitely be a mainstay at this point. Which brings me to my last point. I definitely feel like there's a lack in female characters, so adding Pauline would be very great. Character 29 we have is Boom Boom. So I don't know why Pom Pom was actually playable in Super Mario Party over Boom Boom. I mean, Boom Boom is way more relevant and seen in more games, but for some reason we got Pom Pom. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just surprising that she was in Mario Party and he wasn't. However, I do feel like he may be a hidden secret character because he is seen in the trailer on this little island beside Laatu. So is he playable? Is he a boss? Is he a host for some mode? I have no clue, but I definitely do feel like he should be playable. Character 30 is Prana. Now, Prana has been seen and playable in many of the recent Mario spin-off games. He also had his own character model animated in Mario Party Superstars in the minigame Prana's Pursuit. And again, he was the same size, he fit perfectly with the other characters, so I don't see why they didn't make him playable, you know? He was also a boss in Mario Party 10, so he has many assets and voice lines already in the Mario Party series, so it's just Nintendo's time now to make him playable and add him to the roster. Character 31, Wiggler. Really similar to Prana actually, he was a boss of course in Mario Party 9, and he's also confirmed to be a shop owner in Westerland in Super Mario Party Jamboree, which means he has all of his assets already in this game, and of course he has his own board in this game as well, which people think might prevent him from of course being playable. However, Wiggler is a species like Goomba, so it doesn't really matter if there's more than one of him, and it won't be awkward or weird playing as him on that Wiggler board. And again, I want to bring up the point that there are two Bowsers, so why not let there be two Wigglers? Character 32 is Charging Chuck. Now, Charging Chuck is a really interesting character because he's been randomly getting more relevant in the recent games. He was also a whole NPC in Super Mario Party in the background of this minigame, and he really fit the other characters, which makes me wonder why he wasn't playable. He was also added to recent spin-off Mario games like Mario Golf and Tour, which was really unexpected and proves that he could be added to newer games as well. And most importantly, he's seen in the trailer as a supposed playable character. I mean, he has a whole name tag above him. However, I do feel like this might be an error, or overall he might just be an obstacle or a gimmick in the Bowser boss battle, which is where he's shown in the trailer. Character 33 is King Babom. Now, this guy has also been seen in many recent Mario games and he's also been playable. Part of me wants him to stay a boss in the Mario Party series because I feel like he's a bit too bizarre to be playable, but hey, you know what? I love him, and if he is a playable character, this could become honestly one of my favorite games ever. Character 35 is Dixie Kong. Now, Dixie Kong has been getting way more popular in the series, and she was also added to Mario Kart Tour, and she's also seen in many promo pictures alongside Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. Which brings me to my next point, the DK expansion in Nintendo World. Since that's coming out soon, why not put a bigger focus on Kongs in the Mario games so that the newer generation get used to them, since they're always gatekept in just the Donkey Kong games. The Kong family definitely needs more love, however, thankfully she was playable in a very old Mario game, being Mario Sluggers. Character 36 is Luma. Now, I know Luma has been a bit irrelevant lately, however he does fit Mario Party and he's been seen in a few Mario spin-offs, so adding him in would be just great fan service as a whole. Now, I absolutely love when Nintendo adds the most random playable characters to Mario spin-off games. For example, in Mario Tennis Aces, they had the Fire Prana plant as a playable character. In Mario Sluggers, they had King K. Rool, and recently in Mario Kart Tour, just last year, they added Poochie. So that's why the next 4 characters that I'll be talking about will be random yet exciting faces. I mean, come on Nintendo, there's nothing holding you guys back, just use your IPs, please. Character 37 is Laatu. Not any Laatu though, the cloud version of Laatu. He's also seen in the trailer in Super Mario Party Jamboree right next to Boom Boom, which may mean that he's a host or, I really pray, a playable character. Because I'm not a fan of the red shell feet Laatu, I feel like he's really cringy and he just doesn't hit the same. Character 38 is Stella. I feel like it's really appropriate to add her since she just had a whole game centered around her. And sure, people may say that she's similar to Luma, however, there was a Sprixie in Mario Tennis alongside Luma, and I feel like Stella is also really similar to a Sprixie, so having them two together wouldn't be anything new or out of the ordinary. Character 39, I'm adding Funky Kong. He's a beloved character in the Donkey Kong series, let alone the Mario series, and I don't know why he's locked behind Mario Kart, only Mario Kart. And lastly, this is a funny note to end on, but character 40 is Harriet the Brutal. It's really shocking how the Odyssey characters haven't had any spotlight shed on them. Heck, if Nintendo doesn't want to add the Brutals or make them spin-off characters, let Cappy be a spin-off character. It's really surprising to me that Nintendo held back on Super Mario Odyssey a lot. Part of me thinks there's a sequel that they might be saving all these characters for, or maybe Nintendo just doesn't care about them anymore. That's the sad truth. Comment down below what dream characters you would add to Super Mario Party Jamboree. And as always, subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this.